The ANC veterans are gathered in Boksburg for the three-day national conference to elect new leaders. It's their first physical gathering in over 2 years. Ziniko Mhlaba has been monitoring developments where that is concerned, and he joins us with the very latest. So, Ziniko, what do we know about what's happening at this hour? The last report suggested that Tony Yengeni has been barred from running.
A very good afternoon to you, Duduzile. Yes, we're here at the Boksburg Hotel in Boksburg, where the ANC Veterans League will be holding and hosting its national conference. Remember that it's been over 2 years since the structure had no official elected leadership. So today and the next 2 days, they are expected to sit down and elect new leadership that will take them forward beyond Sunday. You'll remember that there was that structure which was led by the late K.B. Mhlaba, and there was another one which was called the Council. Both those structures were dissolved or disbanded so that the ANC can have one veteran structure. That's what has culminated to where we are today, where both those structures were combined, and there was an interim structure which was led by who's the current convener of this interim structure. So they are expected now to elect a new leadership. We understand that the contest will be between Mr. Tony Yengeni. We're still getting and verifying those reports which suggest that he has been barred from participating in the contestation, but also we know that Mr. Ziniko has been touted as one of the people who can lead the structure as the president going forward. Well, let me just move out of structure so that we can give you a sense, out of picture rather, so that we give you a sense of how the conference hall is looking like. So the stage is set indeed to do the. You can see that the delegates coming from both provinces, about 8 provinces, have already gathered. So you can see them sitting there in that interim structure. We can see Mr. Mabuso Msimang on the stage, sitting by next to Mr. Snukizalala. Those were representing those 2 structures which were dissolved in order for them to have this united structure. So that's the situation here. The program was delayed a bit. It was supposed to start at about 1 p.m. It was delayed by an hour or so. As you see, these delegates are coming from lunch, but we can expect the proceedings to start as soon as possible, any time from now on, actually, to do so. So that's the situation here at the Tambo Conference Center at Boksburg Hotel, where the ANC Veterans League will be holding its national conference for the next 3 days.
Ziniko Mhlaba, you've been speaking to a number of delegates there. What are they telling you in terms of the relevance of the structure of the ANC?
Well, one of the leaders we spoke to off camera mentioned the issue of having an ANC motherboard as a whole with credible membership. They said that it can't be that you've got leaders who are elected in senior positions of the ANC itself having criminal charges laid against them or having convictions against them. They're saying that what they will be taking forward out of this particular conference to the ANC NEC is that proposal that if a member is charged or is facing any criminal charges or has any convictions, that member must cease to be the member of the ANC. They're also making mention of the issue of coalitions, that the ANC can't be found being in coalition or being in leadership settlements at various councils with political parties that are very questionable, that will compromise the credibility of the ANC. So top of the agenda is the issue of coalitions, the credibility of the membership of the ANC, but also saying that the ANC Veterans League will make sure that the outcomes of this particular conference will be delivered at the doorstep of Mr. Fikile Mbalula as the Secretary General of the party, so that is able then to facilitate conversations between the resolutions of this conference and the NEC itself.
Okay, Ziniko Mhlaba, thank you very much for that report.